Talk to me about your like lifestyle burn, if that's been a factor in the equation. You mentioned you have a wife, you guys have families. This all sounds really great until, the rent checks due, the mortgage payments due, and it's like, well, we can't, we can't be homeless here. We're not single and 21 and can, sleep on our neighbor's couch for a few months while we figure this out type thing. Like you gotta pay the bills at the end of the day. And you have to have some sort of practicality in the decision making. So what have you done in terms of like lifestyle burn, monthly expenses that you look at as like, yeah, it sucks that we're doing this thing, but I know it's going to pay off?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, first of all, huge shout out to my wife, Katie. Like without her, like this is not a thing. Like she's been nothing but supportive. She doesn't understand it, right? She's very like opposite to me. She's like, I don't even know what you guys do or what you want to do with your life. Like she's a pharmacist type A, doesn't understand on entrepreneurship, doesn't understand why we take those risks or like why we stay up late on those things. So, but at the same time, she's been not only supportive on like emotionally, as in like, I'll let you do your thing as long as bills are paid, as long as, you take time and spend it with the kids. And, obviously there's this commitment, but also sometimes financially, like she's had to spot me a couple of times and every month, always we try to have a very transparent conversation, like on the money side as much as possible. We go 50-50 in everything in the house. And she's like, she's very, you got to carry your weight, right? Yeah. Which I understand, and in my mind, sometimes the guilt creeps in because as the men of the family, right, we're supposed to be the providers as well. Yep. And, I think that has been probably the hardest struggle sometimes, where, you feel like you need to do more, especially like my family environment here where we are. Nobody's an entrepreneur. We are the crazy ones. Yeah. So whenever we're in family environments, right, we have these conversations. Nobody understands why we're going through all these things. So, we have to, I guess, justify it somehow. And in my head, I'm a big believer in manifestation and, obviously creating our life. And if you look at where we're coming from or where we were 5 years ago, today we're living the life that we were dreaming then, right? Yes. And it's like we're so blessed, right? Like we live in an incredible neighborhood with an incredible house, access to like pool and summer activities for the kids. My kid is in private school, like all these things that you're like, wait, what? Yeah. And we have that perspective has helped me a ton, but also serves as, again, that environment to kind of push me forward.